Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the weekly forecast for Aries for the week beginning the 7th of August 2017. Right, if anybody would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. The link is below. I will put a link on for the booking schedule as well. You can see my availability and it's really, really easy to do. Okay, so people keep asking where it is, but the link is below with that, okay? So right, this week, Aries, I'm going to get straight into it. I feel like you're sick of being in your head. This is what I'm getting. I feel the last couple of weeks there's been so much going on in your head. You've been analysing situations. You've been, there could have been a bit of confusion and everything like that. And this week you are just sick of it. So you're about to take control. I feel you're sick of people taking advantage of you, taking more than what you're offering. It's like everybody's wanting a piece of you, everybody's taking your energy and stuff like that, and you've been you've been letting them do it, and now it's like, you know what, I've had enough. This is what I'm feeling, because I really feel you've been pretty low. You might have been sort of pretending that you're not, as Aries do. Aries just get up and get on. But I really feel that there has been sort of quite a lowness around you as well, and I feel the reason this is because I don't feel you've been feeling that secure where you are, or within what's happening in your life. This is what I'm getting. And I don't feel you've been able to be yourself. I don't feel you've been able to be authentic. And I think this has sort of taken its toll on you. It's like things have been blocked and you have been blocking them off as well. So you have been like blocking things off in order to maybe protect yourself, or you may have not been wanting to see something that has been staring yourself in the face as well, This could be connected with other people. This could be what you've been doing to yourself as well. It's like sort of having blinkers on in a way. And I feel it's like you want to go back to being you. You want to go back to life without the struggle, if that makes sense. And it's like you've been very, very patient. I feel this is what it's going to be this week. You've been very, very patient. You've been waiting for things to progress or things to move on in some way, and they haven't. So now this week it's about like, right, if I want change, I've got to make it myself. So there's a determination coming with this, which is great, but I feel it means leaving something behind. It means shutting the door on something or someone. I feel this is something that you haven't wanted to do for a while. It's like I say, you've been blocking off, and it's sort of like you haven't wanted to do this, but you realise now that this has been actually quite destructive to you, and you just can't go on. It's kept you stuck. You've been in limbo a bit around this. I do feel this could have a connection with with another person, and I feel this other person I feel they're saying all of the right words, everything's there, but their actions just aren't really doing it. This person, I feel this person has been like feeding off you in a way. This is what I'm getting. I don't know, sorry about that. It's like, I don't know if they've been liking the admiration and stuff like that you've been giving them, but I feel like you've been making them feel good, but the situation hasn't actually made you feel good, if that makes sense. And like I say, I feel it's made you feel a little stuck. And I feel that there could be a message this week that is, right, sorry, I'm babysitting dogs and they've just decided to sort of hijack that there. That's my little one, but the big ones aren't. So I feel like there could be a message or some communication this week that actually makes you realise that you've got to move on, or you want to have movement in your life rather than this stuckness. I feel some of you could be thinking about a holiday as well. This is what's coming in, because I really do feel you need to recharge. It's like I say, Aries, they're like the Duracell bunny. They just go on and on and on, but sometimes it's just taken that break. It's like, I really feel that you've been, you know, you could have been burning the candle at both ends and stuff like that, and it's really taken its toll on you now. And like I say, you know, Aries are usually quite committed, and they do what they do. So maybe because of this, maybe there has been some sort of, you've not been putting the energy into where you should be putting it. You've been putting your energy into different situations. So what this is saying is, I really feel this week it's a time of contemplation, a time of withdrawing, going inward and actually thinking, like, am I on the path that I want to be on, that I was initially on, you know, or have I sort of swayed off course? Because it's like, you want success, you want to be a success, and this is in you as well, not just financially. But I really feel it's like your psychic side is gonna sort of kick in this week, and it's like, you know, it's sort of like you're gonna hear spirit talking to you. Whether you don't hear them properly, you're gonna see signs that will trigger thoughts around you. And I feel that you need to look at where you will find happiness, and I feel you may have been looking at it in the wrong places. You know, I'm getting sweet talk here. I don't know what that means, but I'm getting sort of quite saccharine sweet rather than sweet, you know, like proper sweetness. And I don't know if there's been like an artificial sweetness, like an artificial sort of something has been sugar coated, but it's not actually really been sort of sweetness, if that makes sense. And I feel this is what you're going to be looking at this week. I feel a lot of ideas around work are going to come in as well, because I feel that relationships could have interfered with your work as well. And I also feel that any relationships you have this week, you're going to be looking at where they need work as well, because like I say, your focus now is on security, and you are looking at ideas in where you can feel this security, where you can feel rooted, where you can feel grounded as well. And I feel that this could be maybe what you were looking at, that you thought you were getting the full package, and you thought that this is what you were working towards, security. It's kind of left you a little bit empty. Like I say, I'm getting this sort of artificial sweetness taste in my mouth, and it's not very nice. And I feel this week is the week when you're going to say, you know what, I'm not putting up with it anymore. You want positivity in your life, you want security in your life, you know, and you want to be able to move forward. And this week, I think you will be doing that, and are putting the plans in motion to actually do this, because it's like there's a new cycle starting for you. I feel you've been struggling. They've shown me here since September. I don't know what happened in September, but something in September, they're saying there's been this lack since then. It's like you've been waiting for something. Somebody may have promised something in September and it hasn't come to fruition, and now you're sick of waiting, and I feel that you haven't been speaking your truth, which is, you know, Aries do that. So it's like this is a time of you actually speaking your truth to yourself, and actually starting to take control of your life as well, and not allowing others to take from you, because I feel there's been a bit of that, and I feel it's been a lot about energy, people taking your energy from you, and you know, this has been leaving you sort of feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place as well. And it's brought up, I feel, a lot of inner demons, or it's a lot of old wounds have resurfaced because of that. So this week I see you actually having that big slap in the face of the universe, you know, suddenly waking up, suddenly realizing where you have been self-sabotaging yourself as well, and where you are actually more powerful than that, you know. So like I say, a bit of a wake-up call this week, but in a good way, because they're saying here you have a lot of work to focus on here. You need to free your mind, you need to free yourself from this destructive situation, and you need to free yourself from anybody where you're not getting back what you're putting in. And this is when, you know, This is when your balance will come in. This is when you will find that your happiness, where you've been looking in the wrong place for it, and you know, this is it. You're going to now this week notice what's real and what isn't. So I hope that makes sense to you, Aries. I'm going to pull a spirit card for you when I find them. But yeah, quite an interesting read this, but it's getting out of your own way this week. That's what you're doing, and it's not because I've told you to. It's you've decided yourself to. You know, it's like you're kicking back and you're taking control here. 2 cards have fell out there, so I'm going to read the 2 of them. Both lovely cards. This one is innocence, and this is saying innocence, purity, joy. You are being encouraged to just be you, be a shining light for the world. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and pure intentions. And this one is blessings. You are being showered with light. Your creativity is being stirred, activated and set alight. An endless stream of rainbow colour stems from your heart. So this is it. It's about looking after number 1. You know, being yourself, not having to try and fit in, not having to compromise yourself for anybody else. And, you know, this is what you do best. You know, you be you best, Aries. So I hope that makes sense to you. Please let me know if it does, and if anybody would like a personal reading, please get in touch via my website. It's going to be a tricky couple of weeks because of, you know, we've got Mercury going retrograde, we've got lunar eclipses, and when we're in eclipse season, it can unnerve us a little bit. But I do feel you're working towards your security this week, but often readings can help you to get there as well. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous week, Aries, and yeah, I think this determination's kicking in. It's good. It's good. This is what I like to see. Aries are back alive and kicking. Okay, Satnam.